Let's get some analysis now. Yusuf Alabarda is a defense and security analyst, and he joins us. What do you think will be the possible reaction from the YPG militia fighters in the Afrin region, first of all, as they face the Free Syrian Army and the Turkish armed forces?
We can easily see that their reaction. They are bombing the residential compounds inside the Turkey. So I want all the world that can see what is the biggest threat on the border of the Turkish territory. So from now on, what can be the reaction of the YPG now? They have two choices from my point of view, because there is no correlation or comparison the power of YPG and the power of the Turkish armed forces. So what they can do is to surrender to the Turkish forces or to fight with them. There is no another option. But what can I say that the threat on the border of the Turkish government, Turkey, is very big, because the residential compounds are being bombed by YPG since from many days.
So in your view, this is going to be a pretty one-sided battle because the YPG are no match for the Turkish-backed troops and the Turkish army?
The Turkish troops and the Turkish political mindset is very dedicated to clean all its borders from all kind of terrorist organizations, such in the case of the Euphrates Shield. We can say that Turkey is the only country who is fighting with the terrorist organizations on the border of Syria and Iraq against anti-Daesh coalition countries. Let's remember that Turkey lost more than 75 soldiers last year for fighting with Daesh. The same happens for the terrorist organizations in name of YPG on the border of the Turkey is carving out an autonomous region on the border. Cannot be acceptable from the political view of the ruling government of the Turkey.
So you think that there will be casualties, and how long should this or could this operation last? Because that is a sensitive issue, isn't it, for Turkey?
That's true. I believe that the Turkish military is very sensitive also to protect the civilians inside the Afrin area. So that might prolong the duration of the operation which the Turkish army is keeping on. But from my point of view, it will not be longer than 1 or 2 weeks, because the Turkish armed forces and the Turkish political elites is declaring very clearly that this operation is not against the local people who is living in this area. And a couple of minutes ago, the Red Crescent of the Turkish government declared that they are creating safe havens for all kind of civilians who is living in this area. For this reason, I do believe that since they are very sensitive for the civilian casualties, unlike United States bombing of Raqqa, which is more heavy than the rest, so it will take 10 or 15 days.
Let me ask you quickly, finally, do you think that this should be a quick military operation because of the nervousness that we know that the Russians feel, and probably the Americans as well, because they have troops further to the east?
Yeah, because when the time is passing, it will affect the operation. So the olive branch operation may lead to another kind of operation. So I believe that also the Turkish officials are aware of the situation, so they will make it short as soon as possible. And also they will be sensitive to the civilians, as I said before. But let me ask you also, let me also declare one issue here. The Dresden bombing is equal to the United States Raqqa bombing, and all kind of videos has been got rid of from the YouTube internet provider due to the fact that the United States bombing, including the civilians inside Raqqa, is a very sensitive issue. That
Indeed.
is the reason.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Yusuf Alabarda.